I suck at bouldering. Feels like for the past few years, everyone is getting into climbing, cycling, or running. I don't know why. I'm one of those people that have taken an interest in one of the three, and it's bouldering for various reasons. Number one, I've worked out for some time now, and my fingers and forearms are weak. They are dainty. Look at this. They're thin. Thin fingers. And, well, I'm hoping climbing will fix that. Number two, I play a lot of video games. Too much, I think. But anyways, that's not the point. You're always climbing in so many of these games. I mean, they look cool. Look at them. Look at that. Look at him. I want to be like that. I want to be cool. Don't judge me. Number three, which brings me to the topic of a series I want to start, which is getting good at things that I enjoy or that I like or other random stuff. No, that's not gonna be the title. No. We all have hobbies and interests. For me personally, I want to excel or at least be really good at those things. And I think most of you would agree, or at least some of you would like to think that way too. As corny as it sounds, I'm trying to be the best version of myself. And so should you. In this video, I'm gonna be climbing twice a week for 1 month or 30 days, whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna be trying making small improvements, doing whatever I can. So let's begin. I want to get better at climbing. Short hair. Week one, I actually barely filmed. I know, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I promise I'll be better. It was my first time filming anything like this, so me being someone who's really uncomfortable around cameras, climbing was just half the battle. I actually did manage to film one climb, and it was this.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Now, although the other climbs weren't filmed, I actually just ended up climbing the beginner wall of week one, which is day 1 and day 2. And they consisted of grade levels VB, which is beginner, V0, and V1. And right here, I'll put up the grading system so you can see. Pause if you want, in case you want to read it. In other words, I'm bad at climbing. God, honestly, I thought I would be a little better, just like a little bit better considering how I work out, but clearly I was wrong. I was humbled, but it's okay. That's why we're doing this. It's for me to get better within a month, right? I hope. Day 1 of week 2, I'm here doing a little warm-up that hurt my little fingers, and then I went straight to climbing. This time, I actually filmed everything and decided to climb some of the ones I didn't film the first week because, well, clearly I'm uncomfortable around camera still. Now, although this black hold here says V0, these sucked. The holds were terrible, they were not deep at all, and they hurt my scrawny fingers and forearms. Looking back at some of these recordings, what the heck am I doing? Day 2 of week 2, I was feeling a little spicy. So, I finally decided to drop the VB and the V0. I tried this orange one, which is a V2, and my god, I'm doing some funky movements. I clearly remember doing this and thinking to myself, wow, I look cool. I probably look like a pro. Like, I don't even know. Honestly, oh my god. Climb after climb, I'm just failing all of them. And then I see this. Something about it interested me, and I really wanted to climb it. I made this my goal for the day, and I was not leaving until I completed. I failed. Yeah, I was pretty burnt out. And more importantly, my technique is bad. So instead, I did this climb, which is also a V2. My first V2 completed, and after so many fails, man, did it feel good. I was on top of the world. Thank you, thank you. I know. But I still failed my goal. Day 1 of week 3, I actually watched some technique videos on YouTube to fix my posture and really bad feet technique.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I went to a different climbing gym this week, and they have a different grading system there. They go by colors, which is right over here. I don't know if you could see. Yeah, that's how it is at this gym. My goal was to complete a blue graded climb, which is considered a V2 to a V3. Look at that little double chin I got going on there. Yikes. I beat some blue graded walls and my ego was all the way up here through the roof. So I decided to try a green graded wall, which is considered a V3 to a V4. And well, this wall and this wall, I couldn't even start it. So then my tiny little brain thought, you know what? I want to practice crimping. Crimping is a technique that I like to call torture. There are these tiny little holes that you have to hold either like this or like this or like some awkward thing where you put your thumb over. I don't know. You know what? It sucks. They all stink. So obviously, after failing to crimp, I found this wall right here. These blue holes with green little tags on them. They weren't exactly crimps, but they were really hard to hold on to. This time, I was determined to get to the top of the wall and to feel like I'm the best climber in the world. Unlike last time, yeah, that one, I needed to finish this, and I really wasn't gonna leave until I did it.
Huh? Huh?
I didn't record all of my takes, but I swear I tried this over like 10 times or something like that, probably even more, and they all kind of just look like this. Fail after fail, and then this happened. felt so good to complete that one. Oh my god. So good that I actually tried this random climb 2 minutes later. It was pretty obvious how that one was gonna turn out. But who cares? Goal number 2 completed. After all of that climbing, my fingers were so dead, I couldn't bend them. They were just stuck like this right here. A couple of days went by and I decided to cave in and bought myself a hangboard and a new pair of shoes that actually fit properly. So, day 2 of week 3, I decided to do the same thing I did in day 1, which is climb some blues and then finish off with a green grade. For some reason, this blue graded wall was giving me a hard time. Looking back, my footwork and awareness was lacking, but I quickly saw my issue and completed it. I'm looking around my gym and I see this orange boulder with the green tag on it. And in my head, I'm thinking, I could do it. But I still wanted to warm up for it, so I decided to do the yellow one with the blue tag on it first. My new shoes were feeling good. I was feeling good. And it was time to go for the green grade. Although the holds were super nice, because the wall was like at an angle, it was so tiring. So the week ended off really good. I'm actually really proud of myself. And as I was leaving that gym, I saw this wall. I tried it out and holy, it was rough. I didn't know where or how to start. Not to mention the slope was bad. I was gonna record it, but I couldn't even start it. My group was nowhere to be found, and the slope just made it 10 times worse. Maybe next time. Next time. Week 4, or the final week, I've been going to 2 different gyms, and within the month of climbing, I realized both gyms haven't really been changing their walls, which is good and bad. It's pretty good for a noob like me since I get to kind of practice. The bad part, I mean, I'd just be re-recording the same walls. But most importantly, I saw the walls that I couldn't do previously. And they were still there, like this one. This damn blue V2 wall again. But before I climbed it, I just went around the gym and climbed the ones I did before. And it was finally time for redemption. Whew. That felt so good. So, goal 1, revisited, completed. The final day of week 4, I walked into that gym and saw it again. So just like the previous day, I went around the gym, climbed all the ones I previously did for warm-up, and it was time. I actually found a way to start it by actually placing my left foot where my left hand is, and then I grabbed the slope, and to my surprise, I was actually hanging on. All that training with the hangboard really helped a lot in my opinion. And at this point, I was like, what do I do? But after resting up and looking at the wall, I was confident. And with one last push, some of you might consider that not completed, but to me, it was done. At this point, I've already completed some greens, so I wanted to try something new. I look around and I find this, an orange graded climb. That is considered a V4 to a V6. As a true final test to see how far I've come within this 1 month, I wanted to complete this wall. Failure after failure, I was sitting there resting, and then the announcement came up saying we only have 30 minutes left. After failing so many times, I was so tired at that point, but I really needed to finish the final goal I set for myself, and I needed to do it in under 30 minutes. I was really stuck on this specific part of the wall. My feet couldn't plant anywhere, and the hold wasn't all that good. I've tried placing my feet into different parts of the wall, but it just wasn't working. I just kept slipping. You can see my frustration at this point. Another announcement came up and said we have 15 minutes left. So with one last rest and under a time limit, I went for it. Unfortunately, I had to stop because a part of my skin peeled off and it was stinging anytime I touched something. There was no more tape at the gym and I didn't carry around any tape. It's sad to say, but the orange graded wall destroyed me. I suck at bouldering, but you know what? I love it. Climbing is something I see myself sticking to for a long time, or perhaps a lifetime as a hobby. Although in the video you guys couldn't see it or hear it, time to time when I'm climbing these walls, random people would just come by, watch me climb, and probably yell like, "You can do it!" Or keep going, good motivational words. It would even help me on walls that I had trouble with. To me, that's part of the beauty of learning a new hobby. Being part of a community where you share the same interests as others, and you're learning together while having fun doing it. Even when you saw me fail a lot, it was still so much fun and felt so good when you go back to it and complete it. For me, it was not only climbing, but, filming and talking like this in front of a camera. It's also a learning experience. As I keep recording these videos, I'm hoping I'm a lot more comfortable around cameras, be a better speaker, and as I'm talking, not shake my head so much. This video that I made might be doomed to fail, but you know what? I'll keep going. To anyone watching this video, don't give up. Even after you fail, just keep going. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and for next time, I'll learn something new.